Shouldn't have messed with it. It's pretty good, right? Yo, yo. It's Big Vike of Magical Box Wars. Tonight, we have another box of the brand new set, MH3, to do pack wars with. We're going to split it in half. 2 wars. Each war has 6 seats. Each seat is assigned 3 packs. Whoever pulls the highest combined value of cards over $5 from their packs wins all other mythics, rares, full art lands, art cards, and cards over $3 from their war. Tonight we're hunting. There's tons of cards on the list, but a lot of the top ones are mythics, and a lot of top ones are Eldrazi. So just some of the names starting at the top: Ulamog, Emrakul, Yugin's Labyrinth, Yugin's Binding, Ocelot Pride, PhyrexTower, Tameo, Kozilek, Flare of Denial, Nethergoyf, Necrodominance, and of course all the fetches. All the fetches are rares. And then there's 2 uncommons that will ship. They're not going to count on the scoreboard, but they will ship. They're $3 plus. Vexing Bauble is $4.55 last I looked. And Urza's Cave was $3.27 last I looked. But all the good stuff we'll be looking up live. So here is War 1. We got Mark, Josh, Final Boss Fred, Courtney, aka Toon Mama, Brandon, and Patrick. I look back the last 5 boxes for your recent winnings. Fred and Brandon split the first box of MH3. And then Brandon won Outlaws just before that, so he's looking for a winning streak. He's got 2 boxes in a row he's hit in. 3 is a winning streak. We'll see if they can repeat here. Like I said, they split MH3 the first box just 2 nights ago. So here is War 1. Mark, Josh, Fred, Courtney, Brandon, Patrick. And we'll randomize it. Ooh, Monster Shake. Maxing it out. Two. 4. 6. 8. 10. 11. Here comes our order. 12. Courtney leading off, then Mark, Brandon, Josh, Fred, Patrick. Courtney, Mark, Brandon. Courtney, Mark, Brandon. Josh, Fred, Patrick. Josh, Fred, Patrick. And those not lucky enough to win a war tonight will be placed into a giveaway drawing or a randomized drawing for $20 credit. First 18 out. Bottom ones always get mixed around, I feel like. Is this 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's War 1. War 2, little stack will go on top. And again, there. Little stack will go on top. I'll just keep what ships by your name. The bulk I'll put down here in the corner. War 1 is Courtney, Mark, Brandon, Josh, Fred. Fred's 5 and Patrick 6. What seat did you guys win from last night, Brandon and Fred? Brandon was in the 3 seat in War 1, and Fred was in the 5 seat in War 2. So Brandon and Fred both get the seat that they won in. Or Fred's a war off, but Brandon gets that same exact seat. Hoping they're lucky again tonight. Put on some protection, keep everything packed fresh. We'll get into it. Get the old. Of course, we're going by TCG Market. There we go, Courtney. Leading off MH3 box 2. All your good stuff at front. Full art foil planes. Common foil. Rare. Ophelia. Rare. And an Orum's Chant. I think it's a miss. Orum's Chant doesn't play. Does Ophelia? Ophelia. Exuberant Shepherd is, yes, that plays. 598. There's a slow rabbit for us. Always good to score in your first pack, though. Ophelia. Market normal 598. Courtney 598 with Ophelia in pack 1. And Orum's Chant. Orum's Chant in this set is 256. So Ophelia, nice dog here. 2/2 for 2 casting cost. Has flash. Whenever Ophelia attacks, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Ophelia. Mark, pack 1 for you. Your arena filler. Mythic. There's our first Mythic. Pack 2 out. Give us something good. Oh, it is a grist. That's taking the lead. That's more than $6. See if he puts anything else. Oh, double mythic here for Mark right off the bat. He's got a grist and... Whoa, did you see that? Oh, look at this pack. And then he's got a special guest grief. Holy moly. Look at that pack for Mark right off the bat. Triple mythic. A grist. A PhyrexTower. And a special guest borderless grief. Man. That's a monster pack 1 for you, Mark. What are these? Grists. Voracious larva is at just under 10. Grists 988. Yeah, holy shnikes is right, Fred. What's up? Yo. Where are we here? Mark. 988 grists. And we know PhyrexTower is big. What's grief special guest borderless? I'm going to look that up second. Oh, man, that's huge, too. 4057. Holy moly. Grief. Borderless special guest. 4057. 4057 for grief. Borderless special guess. And we just hit tower. What was it last night? Or a couple nights ago. And then that's another $20. Holy monster pack, Mark. PhyrexTower, MH3, 2052. 2052 for PhyrexTower, and they were all in pack 1. So 988, 4057, and 2052. Puts him over $70. $70.97 in the first pack for him. So it was exactly how they came out with how they were priced. Grist, close to $10. 1 casting cost. It's a 1/2 death touch. Whenever Grist or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay a forest. If you do exile Grist, then return it to the battlefield transformed. And then he's the Plague Swarm on the back. I'm not going to read all this stuff there. But he's making 1/1 black and green insect tokens. Wow. Grists. And then PhyrexTower we're familiar with. Tap it to add a color list, or tap and sacrifice a creature to add 2 swamps. A cursed silhouette to look upon. Even if the halls stand empty, its vile shadows blight the land. I shudder to think of the eagles that it held, said Koth. Yo, what's up, Bobby V? You just see this second pack. Look at this second pack from Mark. Pack 1, we hit Ophelia. Pack 2, Mark hit a triple mythic pack with Grist, PhyrexTower, and then a special guest, Borderless Grief. Over $40. So his first pack was $71. And Grief, 3/2. It's one of the elementals from the last set. 3/2 for forecasting costs. It has Menace. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card, and it has Evoke. Exile black card from your hand. Wow, Serial Ulamog. I saw one of them just listed, or somebody was inquiring about it. Might have been that same guy. I guess right now the going rate's about $2,500. That's a big first pack, though. $70 plus in pack 1 for Mark. Brandon. So we had a slow rabbit from Courtney, and then Mark gives us a fast rabbit to chase. I can't remember what the name was. That had a picture of one. And they're just at a 250, right? I want to say this one was number 125, actually. Rare. There's an Eldrazi, but does Line Breaker? Is that $5 plus? And then into your uncommons. Eldrazi Line Breaker is $1.28. Josh. First art card is Azlask, the Swelling Scourge. That's a gold stamp signature. That's by Alexander Makov. The double A for Alexander Makov or whatever it was. No, it's just Makov. I see maybe AM there. Josh. Rare. White of the Reliquary. Uncommon. And none of them good uncommons. Who's that? Jay here. Who's Jay? Is that Josh? What's that $22 you put up there? I did not get to play any pre-release. My niece and nephew, their seasons just ended actually tonight. My nephew's got over. My niece has got over. Her baseball season got over this weekend also. Or actually Friday night. But yeah, the weekends have been washes, or just Friday nights with them have been washes because of the sporting events or baseball. Fred, here's your pack 1. Full art. Mountain. Rare. An Imsker. Rare. A deserted temple. And that's it. That's a miss. I know them two are misses. Because, yeah, they didn't play in the box last night. I think Temple was around $3, and White didn't play. So, yeah, I'll just look up the ones that didn't come out 2 nights ago. I guess I should. Yeah, they're not over 5, though. Let me give them a quick look, just in case something. White. It's like that Rao guy from this set. This is 285. Like that Rao didn't play 2 nights ago, and by the time I did the prices, he was like $7, and then I looked later, he's like $9. I look later, he's like $12. Deserted Temple is $3, and that Iron Eater is 71 cents. So yeah, everybody must have loved the RAL at the pre-release events. Patrick, there's your pack 1 closing out round 1. Rare. A Kudo Bear. And that's it. So Monster Pack 1 from Mark. Kudo, King of Bears, is 78 cents. He has over $70, and Courtney hit Thelia, which is just under 6. So Courtney, looking to add on so you can give Marcus Sweat in round 3. Your arena filler. A foil full art first. Uncommon foil. Oh, and then a retro. I don't think we got a retro in box 1, did we? Retro blue. Give us something good. A Shadow of the Second Sun. It is a mythic. Does that play? And into your uncommons. Doe Bob's overall pool was meh. But I pulled a Eugen's Laboratory. Or Eugen's Labyrinth, not Laboratory. Shadow of the Second Sun retro is $2.45. Well, that's a mythic miss. Mark. I don't think you have to add anything. Glasswing Grace art card. Full art island. Common foil. Rare. Detectives Phoenix. And into your uncommons. Detectives Phoenix is $1.98. Brandon, here's pack 2 for you. foil. And then we see it. Is it Wooded Foothills? Yep. I saw the red green. We pulled one of them in box 1 too. So Brandon hits our first fetch. Another rare behind it. And a pearl ear, which did not play just a couple nights ago. And another rare. And a pearl medallion. Does pearl medallion play? Or just borderless? That's a pretty sick pack, though. Foothills and medallion, and a medallion. A fetch and a medallion. Wooded Foothills is 1348. The market 1348. Random. Nice memory. 1348. 1348 wood foot. Make sure pearl ears, nothing. Pearl ear imperial advisor, $1.41. And what's pearl medallion? Regular, it's only $2.81. So just Foothills plays for Brandon. Brandon didn't hit Foothills last night or 2 nights ago, did he? Should have kept this page open. Brandon hits, no. He hit PhyrexTower to cap it. There's our first fetch. There's the Mountain Forest. Home and hunting ground for Kaldheim's fearsome trolls. Go, Josh. Pack 2 for you. Rare. Disruptor Flute. And into your uncommons. And none of the good ones. Disruptor Flute. Did I spell it wrong? Disruptor. Oh, I put ER. Disruptor Flute 212. Fred, here's your pack 2. Art card Pearl Ear. We just got that regular, or Brandon did. I don't know. There's the show or the borderless version, or the borderless art. Your foil land and a foil common, rare. Soul Trader plays. That gets you on the board, Fred. Into your uncommons. There's a cave. So cave ships. Doesn't count though. Soul Trader plays for you though. Warren. Soul Trader is 738. We've had one of them come out in both boxes. 738. Market. Fred, 738. Soul Trader in pack 2. Three for 3 casting cost. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. The living take their souls for granted. The dead know what they're worth. Patrick, closing out round 2, then just 1 pack left each. This art card is Ether Refinery. Uncommon foil. Mythic here for Patrick to close out round 2. Give us something good. Oh, it is an Ocelot Pride. It's the first one of them I've pulled. That's cool. We will give it a look right after I see how much it's worth. Ocelot Pride. 1875. There's a nice hit. Ocelot Pride. Oh, 1875. Market. Patrick. 1875. Ocelot Pride in pack 2. 1 casting cost for a 1/1. Has first strike and lifelink. And it has Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Then if you have the city's blessing for each token you control that entered the battlefield this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Man, talk about multiplying quickly. So going to the final round, we're still chasing Mark and his 3 mythic hits. Grist, PhyrexTower, and Grief special guest Borderless. He's close to $71. Patrick's in second with Ocelot Pride, just under 19. Brandon has Wooded Foothills, close to $13.50. Fred and Warren Soul Traders at $7.38. And Courtney and Felia is at 6 or just under 6. So yeah, need some big hits to get to Mark. Mark, you just got 5 you got to dodge here. Here's Courtney's last shot. Here's Carrick, son of Yawgmoth. Borderless art card. Mythic here for Courtney. Give us something good. An Ashling. That plays for you, but that's not going to get you close to 70. You need some more help. Rare. An Emperor of Bones. I don't think he helps. And into your uncommons. Emperor of Bones is $2.02. And Ashling Flame Dancer. Oh no, that's really dropped off. It's 376. That played a couple nights ago. So a couple misses, Courtney. Mark, here's your last pack. Like I said, I think your first pack won it for you. I don't think you have to add anything here. I haven't seen that token yet, have we? Fish. Foil rare. Oh! And a foil shifting woodland. That's a nice hit, too. Oh, and then he's got a mythic behind it. Man. Let other people play, Mark. Oh! And then a Necrodominance behind it. Wow. Look at him. Them two. He got 2 packs. And in 2 packs, he had Grist, PhyrexTower, Grief, special guest, Borderless, a Necrodominance, and a Shifting Woodland foil. Man. Couple monster packs, Mark. Necrodominance is 2435. Man. 2435. Mark 2435. Necro Dom and shifting woodland is normally 982. Foil is 1204. Foil market for shifting woodland 1204. Shift woodland foil, and they are both in pack 2 or 3. So we had 7097 plus 2435 plus 1204. Puts him over $100. 107.36. Wow. So shifting woodland enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest. You add a forest and it has Delirium 4, where it becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. And the Necrodominance. 3 casting costs or 3 swamps. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do draw that many cards, your maximum hand size is 5. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Man, big black cards galore for black and green. Look at that. Them pools, Mark. Grief, Necrodominance, and Tower, and then Grist and Shifting Woodland. So what do they lay out? Necrodominance is a little bit better than Tower even. So you got 5 like $10 plus hits. Brandon, your last Hail Mary. And Mark, like I said, you're up over $107 just by yourself here. So the winnings are going to be nice. Brandon. Rare. Crabomination, which did not play a couple nights ago, and into your uncommons. Abomination, $1.15. Just down to 3 packs here, Mark. I don't think you have anything to worry about, though. Josh, your last Hail Mary. Rare. Wheel of Potential. And into your uncommons. Wheel of Potential didn't play. I'll give you the retros. Wheel of Potential is $1.58. Fred, need a big Eldrazi here. You and Patrick both. Maybe 2 of them to catch Mark. Rare foil. An Ether Revolt. Rare. Oh, and then another Shifting Woodland. Rare. Oh, and a Toxic Deluge. I don't think that plays, though, in this set. And then to your uncommons. So, Toxic is $3.48 in this set. Ether Revolt is normally $2.82. Foil is $2.15. And Shifting plays, but what was it? Like $9 non-foil? $9.82. Just under 10. So we get a foil and a non-foil Woodland. $9.82 for non-foil. Yeah, Mark, crazy pulls for you. $9.82 for Fred. With a Shifting Woodland in pack 3. He had $7.38 plus $9.82. Brings him to $17.20. Just 2 packs left here, or just no, last pack here that can hurt you, Mark. But like I said, they're gonna have to pull a couple big Eldrazi. There's the non-foil Shifting Woodland. And yeah, you're looking for Patrick to hit a big Eldrazi, I guess. You know, like I said, you're not being caught unless there's like a foil borderless Ulamog in here. Here we go, Patrick. Let's see some M's. Rare. Volatile Storm Drake. And that's it. So congrats, Mark. A couple monster packs. I can't believe you hit them 5 cards in 2 packs. That first pack was crazy. Triple Mythic for you. With this was your first pack. Was Grist, Tower, and Grief. Special guest Borderless. Wow. Yeah, you had it one with your first pack, and you just add on another, what was it, like 35, 36 bucks with your pack 3. Courtney, Brandon, Josh, Fred, and Patrick will be put into our giveaway drawing for some credit. And how do these, it was Ophelia, let's read into this, Warren, what's Grist? Warren, Grist, Woodhills, Grist, and these are all bigger. What was the foil? Foil was 12. Yeah, Wooded Foothills was 13, and then it's what, Ocelot Pride, which was like 19. Yeah, Tower, Necrodominance. Whoa, here you go, Mark. There's your huge winnings from War 1. Feel ya. Warren Soul Trader, Shifting Woodland, Grist, Shifting Woodland Foil, Wooded Foothills, Ocelot Pride, Phyrexian Tower, Necrodominance, and Grief Special Guest Borderless Edition. Over 40 bucks. Mark wins it over $107. Patrick came in second. Seems like Patrick comes in second a lot recently. 1875. Fred had 1720. Brandon had 1348. Courtney had 598. So what is that? A couple $100 just in top loaders. 107 plus 17 is 124 plus another 6, 130, 144, and another 19. It's over $160 in just top loaders. So, and Mark, the only one with a seat in both wars in this one. So he's looking for a sweep now. You were thinking the same thing, Patrick? You do. You've been having nice pools recently, but then, yeah, somebody always has a killer pack or a killer mythic that beats you. War 2, we got Bobby, a.k.a. Mush Bob, David, a.k.a. Topper, James, a.k.a. Land Magnet, Matthew, a.k.a. Dirty Dog, Barb, and Mark's Additional. Yeah, you're right on the brink, Patrick. You got to have one coming soon. War 2. Bobby, David, James, Matthew, Barb, Mark. We will randomize it. 6. 2. 4. 5. Here comes our order. 6. We got Mark, James, Matthew, Barb, Bobby, David. Mark, James, Matthew. Mark, James, Matthew. Barb, Bobby, David. Barb, Bobby. And I feel like David's been just nonstop last seat recently. I'm not sharing that last seat with anybody. Hopefully we're going to have just as big of winnings in this one. Got to be at least one more fetch coming out, right? And give us a big Eldrazi finally. So, yeah, recent winnings for this one. David hitting cons. David and Bobby split cons. James hitting Caldime. And Dirty Dog hit Last Pack Magic in Commander Masters Collector's box with a couple borderless demonic tutors, one non-foil and one foil. And then Barb, happy birthday. War 2 is Mark, James, Dirty Dog, Barb, Bob, David. There we go, Mark. See if you can stay hot here. See if you can keep pulling mythics. Common foil. Rare. Oh, no mythic, but you hit a flooded strand right off the bat. Wow, that's a nice start to War 2, Mark. Like I said, looking for the sweep. Flooded strand. Is 1330. 1330 market. Mark 1330. Flooded strand. And pack 1. There's our Plains Island. Once a prosperous Vantress town, now swept clean and reclaimed by the waters of the wilds. James. Here's your pack 1. You got an art card. Copy land. That's some nice art. Uncommon foil. Rare. Guide of Souls. Rare. Branching Evolution. Into your uncommons. None of the good ones. Guide of Souls is $4.69 market price. And Branching Evolution is $1.52. So Guide of Souls just misses by 31 cents. Dirty Dog. Woof, woof. There's your pack 1. Common foil. Rare. A Monumental Henge. And your uncommons. Monumental Henge. That's no great henge. Monumental Henge is $1.77. Barb, here's your pack 1. Art card, Haragast. We hit that in box 1. Oh, that's the borderless art card. Foil common. Rare. A command. That was one that was climbing. I don't think it made it to 5, though. Into your uncommons. Command. $4.97 market price. This is by 3 cents for Barb. $4.97. Let me click on it. See if it updates. Did it gain a couple more pennies? Oh, it did. $5 market price. It just said $4.97 on this. Look, market price $4.97. And I click on it for the most updated, and it gained them couple pennies. $5 flat. She gets in. Barb, $5 flat. Kazi's command in pack 1. Like I said, this one's been climbing since the first box. Went from $2.50 to $3 to $4. Now it's up to $5. For 2 colorless and X casting cost, choose 2. Target player creates X01 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens with sacrifice this creature, add a colorless, or target player scries X, then draws a card, or exile target creature with mana value X or less, or exile up to X target cards from graveyards. So pretty versatile. You can do a lot of different things with that, depending on the game situation. Mush Bob, here's your pack 1. And my one light here keeps going dull and then kicking back into full strength. Foil land, foil common, mythic. Oh, there's a Ulamog. That's taking the lead. That's a huge hit. What's normal Ulamog at? The Defiler. 55.23. Ulamog. 55.23. For Bobby. 55.23. Ulamog in pack 1. 7/7 for 10 casting costs. When you cast a spell, target opponent exiles half their library, rounded up. It has ward, sacrifice 2 permanents, and Ulamog the Defiler enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile. Ulamog has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. Wow. And yeah, $50 plus. There's a magnetic. There's Ulamog. for Mush Bob. David. Closing out round one. Art card, Aslask. Oh, we got that gold stamp signature in the first round, or War 1. Rare. A Genku and a retro Recruiter of the Guard. That's a good one. That's cool. Retro Recruiter. Genku's nothing, but yeah, Retro Recruiter definitely is. That's cool. Like I said, I don't think we hit any retro cards in box 1, did we? I can't remember any. Genku is super bulky. He is 60 cents. Recruiter retro frame is $6.95. Recruiter of the Guard retro. Market price $6.95. David, $6.95. Recruiter of the Guard retro in pack 1. 3 casting costs for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. The kingdom is in peril. Who among you is brave enough to defend it? So everybody's chasing Ulamog and Mush Bob over $50. Mark. You got 1330 with Flooded Strand. Another solid hit, and you're right in this for round 3. Full Art Plains. Uncommon foil. Rare. A Rasheen. And that's it. Rasheen's not helping. Rasheen Roaring Prophet is $1.02. James, pack 2 for you. Common foil, rare. Sowing Myco Spawn into your uncommons. Myco Spawn is $2.55. Dirty Dog. Woof, woof. Here's your pack 2. This is Flage art card. Go that way. Common foil. Mythic. Oh, and a Johnny. We hit a Johnny in box 1 too. Rare. And a Sapphire Medallion. And then a retro Priest. That's a cool pack. And then Urza's Cave, which will ship. Man, lots of stuff in that pack, dog. Like I said, that was a cool pack. Does Sapphire play? I don't think it does. Sapphire Medallion is $3.70. A Johnny plays. Pariah is $14.30. Market price $14.30 for a Johnny and the dog. $14.30 a Johnny in pack 2. When a Johnny enters the battlefield, create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. Whenever one or more other cats you control dies, you may exile a Johnny and then return him transformed. His pride denied him. His brother did not. And then he turns into the Avenger, where he's giving stuff +1 and creating more tokens. Barb, pack 2 for you. You need to put something with command here. Foil land, uncommon foil. Rare. An invert polarity. And that's it. Invert polarity is nothing. Invert polarity is $1.67. Mush Bob. That's I think you're good too. I don't think you have to add on either. Don't be greedy. Common foil. Rare. Oh, you are, man. Bloodstained Mire. So there's our Swamp Mountain Fetch. And yeah, both the leaders or both winners are going to win by blowout, I feel. Bloodstained Mire is $13.79, I think it was. Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, $13.79 market. For Mush Bob. $13.79. In pack 2. He had $55.23 plus $13.79. Brings him to $69.02. A graveyard for conquerors and conquered alike. David, closing out round 2, and then just 1 pack left each. Rare. Ooh, that's a good one. Echoes of Eternity. That's gotta be $10 still at least, right? And into your uncommons. Echoes. Echoes of Eternity. $12.20. Echoes of Eternity. Market price $12.20. For David. You had $6.95. Brings him to 1915. Echoes. 3 or 6 casting cost. If it's a enchantment, if a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. So all the Annihilator and stuff from the colorless Eldrazi is doubling it. It's a nasty card in Eldrazi decks. So going to the final round, we're still chasing Mush Bob. He's up over $69. David and his 2 are up over 19. Dirty Dogs got over 14 with a Johnny. Mark has over 13 with Flooded Strand. And Barb has $5 even with Command. Here we go, Mark. You need a monster here to complete the sweep. Art card Stump. A foil full art swamp. Common foil. And rare. A Wrath of the Skies. And that's it. So no sweet, Mark, but you got a big win in War 1. Wrath of the Skies is $1.11. James, your last Hail Mary. Common foil. Rare. White Orchid Phantom. Another rare. And a Thief of Existence. Oh, wow. Got them too. Haven't pulled them before. I thought White Orchid, or I saw somebody wanting White Orchid. Thief of Existence is $2.56. And White Orchid Phantom is, that plays $7.51. White Orchid market $7.51. 751 for James. White Orchid, pack 3. Two for 2 casting cost. Has flying and first strike. When it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-basic land. Its controller may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffled. His oath required no service beyond death, but his honor demanded it. So Wish Bob, you're just down to 3 packs here that can hurt you. There's the Dirty Dog. Woof, woof. Art card, Cranial Ram. Oh. Looks like an alien, right? Sigourney Weaver alien. And then a retro foil Brain Surge. Rare. an Archway of Innovation, and that's it. Brain Surge Retro Foils 86 cents. An Archway of Innovation is $1.18. Barb, your last shot. Here's the Cat Warrior token for a Johnny. Uncommon foil. Mythic here for Barb in her pack 3. Give us something good. It's good. It's not going to get her close, though. She needs another big hit. Rare. I don't think that's it. No, there's a bauble, though. That's another 450. That doesn't count for the scoreboard. Estrids Invocation is $3.36. Soren plays for Soren of House Markov is $9.90. Soren market price $9.90. Barb $9.90. Soren in pack 3. She had $5 plus $9.90 brings her to $14.90. Soren 1/4 for 2 casting costs. He has lifelink. And he has extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay a plains or swamp. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, exile Soren and return him transformed. And then he's the Ravenous Neonate on the other side. Creating food tokens. Mush Bob. Like I said, you got it one. No reason to be greedy here. Let's leave a hit for David in his last pack to make it exciting. Uncommon foil. Rare. A Power Balance. It's around $3. Into your uncommons. Power Balance is only $1.93 now, $2. But you hit Defiler. Last one that can hurt you, Mush Bob. Topper. He's got 1915, so he needs about $50 in his last pack here. Which Mark had a $70 pack in War 1. Retro Red. Flare of Duplication. Rare. A Cursed Mirror. No mythics. Into your uncommons. So congrats, Mush Bob. The Ulamog, #1 name in the set. Cursed Mirror is 48 cents. And Flare of Duplication Retro. Oh, not Borderless. Flare of Dupe Retro is $6.51. Flare of Duplication Retro. Market $6.51 for David in the last pack. Doesn't get him there, Naren. No magic. Flare Dupe Retro in pack 3. He had 1915. Brings him to 25.66. He comes in second. Mush Bob with the big Ulamog. He's over $69. Flare of Duplication, 3 casting cost. You may sacrifice a non-token red creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Decent, but let me show you what mastery looks like. So some big hits tonight. And that special guest Borderless Grief. Defiler. These layout Kazi. Flare Recruiter. And then it's 1220's Echoes. No, 750 White Orchid. Sorin. And what Echoes is 12. A Johnny. Her Bloodstain is 13. Flooded Strand is 1330. A Johnny and Ulamog. So, Mark, you will not go in our giveaway drawing since you won War 1. Land Magnet, Dirty Dog, Barb, and Topper from round 2. Mush Bob, here's your money. Command, Flare of Duplication Retro, Recruiter of the Guard Retro, White Orchid Phantom, Sorin, Echoes of Eternity, Flooded Strand, Bloodstained Mire, a Johnny, and Ulamog. And War 1, Mark 1. And it was the money in the box. Here's Mark's winnings from War 1. Ophelia, Warren Soul Trader, Shifting Woodland, Grist, Shifting Woodland Foil, Wooded Foothills, Ocelot Pride, Phyrexian Tower, Necrodominance, and Borderless Special Guest Grief. Ulamog was the top card hit in War 2 by Mush Bob. Our upcoming, or let me do our credit giveaway. From War 1, we had Patrick, Fred, Josh, Brandon, and Courtney. So this list is Courtney, Brandon, Josh, Fred, Patrick, James, Matthew, Barb, and David. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's our list. Courtney, Brandon, Josh, Fred, Patrick, James, Matthew, Barb, David. We will randomize it. 6. Name at the top of the list after 6 randoms. Get $20 credit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one on top is our winner. Congrats to Brandon. Jumps up top. Brandon, 6 times random. Brandon getting some credit. Plus 20 cred. And congrats to Mark and Bobby tonight. Our upcoming schedule next weekend, we'll do a box of Lost Caverns. And then we'll do another box of MH3. So that'll be next weekend. Will be them 2 available. If you want to get involved, check us out. Facebook group, same name as this YouTube channel, MagicalBoxWars. If you can't find it, get in touch with Big Vike Burba. Big Vike is all one word, capital B-I-G, capital V-I-K-E. And then last name Burba, and I'll get you an invite. Everybody enjoy the rest of their week. Let those know or that you care about know it. I'll be in touch. Peace.